visuals, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Visual Guyz news, where it's wet and rainy, and I fucking love it. Yes, visuals, it's time for another edition of the Visual Guyz solo nerd news, because there's quite a lot of nerdy wordy shit going on. And look at this lovely new chair, lovely Rabibi, the girlfriend bought me. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say she bought me it. It's kind of one of the tributes she has to give, because I mean, if you want to be partnered up with this absolute fine specimen, there's a couple of tolls and sacrifices you have to pay, because I mean, I'm like a 10, probably more than a 10. So it's one of the many tributes she has to get me. If she ever hears this, she'll smash my face in. But regardless, there is a lot of solo nerd news going on, and I thought, fuck it, let's get another solo nerd. That's episode 8, 9, 10. It's up there. We got a few. I'm going to number it, but I'll number it wrong, probably. And today we don't have coffee, we've got Coca-Cola in a Vimto cup, because that makes all the sense in the world. Refreshingly different, unmistakably Vimto. It's refreshingly different, alright. It's a Coca-Cola based beverage. Oh, but between you and me, visuals, not that it's a big secret I need to keep, but this, I've missed this. Just setting up the camera, getting the spotlight on, getting ready to make one of the worst videos YouTube's ever seen, and just sitting back and relaxing. I have missed the fuck out of this. A lot of you are probably wondering, Dan, what happened to the old chair? It's a big mystery that the world needs to know. It's one of the biggest conspiracy theories there is out there. Well, I was just fat fuck, aren't I? And I snapped it. It's metal in the middle, but I'm still fat enough to snap it. Oh, down smash. But anyway, visuals, I digress. Are we ready to get rocking and rolling and take a look at this week's solo nerd news? What have we got? We've got the likes of like, oh, we've got Pokemon. Oh, we've got Spider-Man. Oh, we've got Eternals. And oh, we've got, what the fuck does that stand for? Well, I guess we'll cover the one that I can't. NTBLS. It's obviously an acronym. Is it acronym the right word? It's obviously stands for something, and I can't remember what I've put. Imagwegwe Fidizao. Imagwegwe Fidizao. Fuck it, we'll get to that in a second. We'll get on with our first story, and then there's, of course, Unified Minds. Not Unified Minds. It's Fusion Strike. Yes, visuals. At the time of recording, it is the official release date of Pokemon Fusion Strike, and I have missed my parcels. I've had to pay extra on DVD so they can come back tomorrow and drop them off. We've got a booster box on the way, a couple of ETBs, a few blisters, a few single packs. The only thing that isn't out yet, which is a fucking nightmare, is why Optimus barking. Is the single blisters and the mini portfolio not out yet. We've had a few issues with the single blisters. They're not coming out at the same time as the set's coming out. It's a little bit annoying, but fuck it. I mean, first world problems and all that. This is looking to be a really, really cool set. I don't think we're going to be as lucky as Evolving Skies. Evolving Skies was so good to us. But we got a chance of trying to find an alternate art Mew, which at this current moment in time, I don't actually know for sure, but I'm pretty sure is going to be the priciest card in the set. Not too many cards as well. I think we hit 220. I think it's 220. I did a weird sicky burp there. I'm a vile human being. And then we don't have way too many over-the-top secret rares. It does my head in when the TCG sets go over the top with the secret rares and whatnot. So it should be a set we should be able to get a nice dint into. And the time this weekend, Sunday maybe at some point, Saturday night, if we're lucky because we've got work, we should have the unboxing up. A big, massive, grand Fusion Strike unboxing. We got Mew to look forward to, some Gengar shenanigans, who else is on the covers? Genesect, and I want to say it's Boltland. So Unified, why do I keep saying Unified Minds? Fusion Strike, Dan, you big twat. I'm going to get this story out there now because I remember what it is. New The Batman Lego Sets, NTBLS. Yes, we have The Batman Lego Sets. Lego sets for the new Batman film out in March. And we already have 3 sets. We've got like we got a big Technic Batmobile, which looks pretty cool. We have the Batcave. We have the Batmobile against, I want to say, penguins in that set. And we have a Catwoman and Batman on the motorbike things. But it's kind of mad because the Dark Knight stuff does have Lego sets. Stuff like the Suicide Squad doesn't have Lego sets because they need sets to replicate the age rating because, you know, the products, the toys, whatever, so you don't have Deadpool like Lego sets or whatever, because it's a thingy film that, like, Logan didn't have Lego sets or whatever. So it's a guarantee, it's set in stone because we've got Lego sets for it. This film is going to be no more than a 12A, which is cool. It's still going to be a fucking awesome Batman film, but these Lego sets look fun, and none of them are way too expensive, so we should be able to get them, even though I'm behind on my Lego sets. I am so broke, it's not funny, but I'm behind on my Lego sets, but we have some new awesome Lego sets for the Batman film. Next up, let's talk Eternals. Now, if you're not up to date with Eternals, or you haven't seen it yet, don't worry, we're not here for spoilers. And this one's kind of obvious, but you can definitely go check out. Well, you can if you want. It's optional. You can go check out that either my name Chris's Spoiler Heavy podcast or my spoiler-free review if you haven't seen the film yet. We're not here to talk our thoughts and opinions and whatnot. But the film is currently, at this moment of time, #1 at the box office. Now, that's a granted. Most MCU films that come out now in the future are always going to be #1 at the box office at some point. Clicky. Why did I press and it don't work? Why not work? I don't know. I didn't mean to click it, but now that I'm clicking it, it's not working. It's doing my head in. Oh, we're so good at our jobs here. But yeah, it's pretty much guaranteed now. The MCU films are going to be #1 at least for a while. I think Shang-Chi's broken the records this year. It's the biggest film of the year. I think, I could be wrong, but that was a great film anyway. So yeah, it's a given. But wait till No Way Home comes out. I put it on my Facebook the other day, and I'm sticking by it. I mean, I might be proven wrong. I'm sticking by it. It's going to be the biggest film of all time, highest grossing film of all time. That's more than Endgame. The highest rated film, at least in the MCU, I personally think, but I'm being very biased because of Spider-Man. It's going to destroy the internet with fans and fan theories and whatnot, and memes and all that kind of shit. It's going to wreck cinemas all around the world. People are trying to get in there to watch it as soon as they possibly can. I'm so happy I've took time off work to go watch it. It's going to be amazing. But yes, the Eternals, well, Marvel's Eternals, is #1 at the box office at the minute. And speaking of Spider-Man, next story. We have a new Spider-Man poster, which I'm sure, because it actually came out at the start of the week, but I'm already covering it in the Solo Nerd News now. We have a new poster for Spider-Man, and before we get to the real seriousness, because there's a lot of villains, well, there's a few villains to look at inside of the poster. It gives us a lot of information, but somebody out there has gone nuts and made this beautiful, absolute carnage mess of all the villains that they can see. A lot of it's obviously a piss take, but I've seen it because this poster in itself has become a meme, because the original poster that they've released, it's got the likes of, obviously, Doc Ock's there, Electro's there, Sandman's there, and a little bit of what you think we didn't notice, but of course we would, Green Goblin in the background. So it's confirming, it's that we already knew this stuff was coming, but it's confirmed. We're officially getting them official posters and whatnot. And of course we saw them stills the other day, didn't we? How exciting is that? How fucking crazy is that? Charlie Cox's Daredevil or Matt Murdock at the table scene. Is that a real photo? Is it fake? Hopefully it's real. Then we get all 3 spiders on some sort of pier thing next to the water. Amazing. But we got a lot of cool Spider-Man news this week, and it had to be brought up in the Solo Nerd News because I love Spider-Man. He makes my peanut tingle. Yeah, let us know as well, because when anything MCU, more specifically Spider-Man-y stuff comes out, I go through it with a fine comb. Did you notice Green Goblin straight away? I'd seen that. For whatever reason, my sort of heart told me to look there. That's a bit weird to say, isn't it? But I had to look there. I knew there was more strands going on there. I love looking at film posters anyway. That's why my rooms in my house and stuff's covered in different film posters and whatnot. But visuals, Spider-Man No Way Home is going to be amazing. Oh, we got a new poster. That is it for your stories, visuals. It's time to head on to the news. I do that all the time. We are in the news. What have we got this time? I didn't even write it down. I have to go back and look at my photos. It's the sports and weather. Nothing to do with sports and weather, as per usual.
Sports! Yeah! Whatever! Fuck you!
It's cats. There's a cat doing a cat thing. Is it being cute? Is it being a cunt? Cunt cat or cute cat? You decide. The weather. It's another cat. This Coke tastes weird out of the Lipton cup. That makes no sense. It's like the purple's making me want to taste Vimto or the cup, but I'm tasting a Coca-Cola based beverage. If you ever go uptown or whatever with your mates, go order a Coca-Cola based beverage. Just like, can I have a Foster's? Can I have a Wicked? Can I have a Coca-Cola based beverage? I actually stole that off another mate who said that first. He didn't copyright it though, so I got away with it. cat doing weird shit. And finally, visuals. That ends the news. That ends the sports and weather. But one other thing to do. One piece of housekeeping to do. It's Dan's Drunken Moment, where I met up with TC. He's the most tip-top cat. Fucking love that dude. And this happened.
A dance, hopping, ending.
I'm going to be brutally honest. I can't remember what cat gifts I got. So I don't know what they mean. I don't know if this is a thing me and a cat can get up to, but it's a cat being a cat for Drunken Moment. There you go. And there we go, visuals. Look, was this week's solo nerd news. We'll be back. I had to do a solo nerd news because there was a lot of nerdy shit. Like next week as well, it's crazy. We've got Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl coming out. January we've got Arceus. Before the year's out, Spider-Man itself's going to be here. Morbius to cut. When's Morbius? I think that's next year. I think it's next year. God, there's visuals. That is the Canoozy News. Let me know what you think in the comments below about anything. Favourite story. Are you excited for Spider-Man? Have you started getting the Pokemon Fusion Strike? Why do I want to say Unified Minds? Fusion Strike stuff yet? Whatever you want to know. Are you going to get the Batman Lego sets? And did you enjoy Eternals? Visuals, you guys are literally the fucking best. And hopefully a little short news there. It's currently 9:30 at night and I am at work. Super duper early. Visuals, you guys are literally the fucking best. We'll always keep being you and keep on keeping on. And remember, don't ever end up like this.